Good morning and welcome back to our fourth video in this series on construction. Many different questions and answers we're kind of bring up and answer. And today we're going to be doing on estimates for construction. So I'm going to start from the base from a phone call, getting information from a customer that wants a job done. So today we're going to do one on a garage, and we've already got our figures figured out. And I'm going to set the video camera up so we can see what we're doing over here and how we figure out to do an estimate. This is good for both someone getting into the field and someone that is trying to get a job done, so they can understand what goes behind doing an estimate. So we received a call, say, from a customer. They want a 28 foot by 28 foot garage and they want an 8-foot wall. So that's the basic figures we need to get our estimate done for them. They've told us that the garage, where it's going to go, the ground is already leveled and ready to put the pad down for the garage. So we're going to do a pad this time instead of footings. I like doing it a little bit better that way. Just pouring a 6-inch slab. So we're going to figure out how much it's going to cost to form it, put rebar in it, and then have it poured. Now my company doesn't do the handling of the cement itself. I hire someone else to do it. But I have their figures and what they charge do it to pour it and trowel it. Then we're going to figure out the framing for the building, and that would include installing a couple of windows and a walk-in door. They want it shingled, they want soffit and fascia, and they want siding, and then we have to install a 2 9x7 sectional doors. So this is the information we have to work with. So we got that. Let's go ahead and start figuring out. So 28 by 28. So we need how many lineal feet of footings? So we need 28 times 4. So we've got 112 lineal feet of footings to do. And then we're going to need to figure out how many square feet the building is. So it's 28 by 28. We got, okay, here we got 784 square feet of building. This is all important because we need to know all this to get our figures. So we got 28 by 28. So now that's framing. They want it shingled. So now typically on most buildings we have a 2-foot overhang. And we have a sheet that we can use, and it's a 5/12 pitch, or a 4/12 I should say. So there's a roof pitch factor. So what we need to do is we're figuring out square, that's for the building. Now we need square foot for the roof, for our roofing. So how we do that is we add 4 feet all the way around. So that's 32 times by 32. So that gives us 1,024 square feet, but we have a pitch. So now we times that by the 4/12 pitch. You can see here 4/12, and the pitch factor is 1.0541. I'm going to put that in the calculator. 1.0541. So that says we have approximately 1,079. So we'll round that off to 1,080 square feet of roof. This all takes a little time, but once it's done, it's fairly straightforward. So now we got soffit and fascia. So we know we got 28 feet on one side, and then you got your 2-foot overhang on the ends, on your gables. So we got 56 feet to start with. So I'm just going to take another piece of paper here. We can do it on here. It was just a scrap. So we got 56. We're going to put that near the soffit and fascia. Alright, fast, messy. So we got 56 lineal feet. Well, the gable ends, remember how we had the extra 4 feet, so that's 32. Whoops, 32 times by that 1.05. What the heck was it again? 41. Should remember that. So that means we have 33.7 times by 2. So we have 67 extra linear feet to add on to that. So 67 plus 56. So we have 100 and 23 linear feet of soffit and fascia. Notice it's more than our linear feet with the footings. That's because of the pitch on the roof. So we got our soft, okay, siding. Okay, siding. Well, we know the building is 28 times 4, so that gives us 112, which we have here, times up by 8, so that gives us, we're going to go siding, it gives us 896 plus, we have our gables now. Now, our gables are going to be 28, so half of 28 is 14. This is where it gets tricky. So take half, so it's 412, so we need, if you use your math, you're going to have a triangle like this. So 28 is 14, so 14 feet. Now we're going to times that by 4. That's 56 inches. So 56 divided by 12 is 4.66 feet. We can do it this way. So we're going to try that. We're just going to go off here. 4.67. We're going to round it off. So we know we got 14 feet on the bottom. So our gable end, we have a shape like that, but if we take the other one and put it on here, that gives us a rectangle. So we're going to have 4.666. Let's round it up. 4.67 times by 14 feet. So that gives us, each gable end is 65 square feet. Okay, so for labor, that's close enough. If we're doing material, we'd add another 10 to 15% onto each end, but we're not doing labor, or material, we're just doing labor. So we got 65 times by 2, that gives us 130 square feet. So now we know we got 130 plus 896 gives us 1,026 square feet of siding to put on. And they said they wanted 2 doors installed. Okay, so now we're going to use my figures here. We may change over time, but to frame a garage, okay, we're going to do footings. So recharge, form up the base pad and rebar at $5.65 linear foot. Our building is 784 square feet. We charge about $4 a square foot, sometimes more depending, but on average, a square foot to frame the garage. And then we have our roofing, where we're shingling it. So shingling is 85, that's what we've been charging. I'm going to keep track of my hours, I got to refigure it this year. Okay, our soffit and fascia. So our soffit and fascia, where is it on here? We charge, where is it? We're going to go here, $2.75 a square foot. Okay, and we're writing this down here, and then we're going to go and put it on the computer. Our siding, we're going to go $1.25 a square foot. And we have the 2 doors, and I charge about what is it again? $180 to install 2 sectional doors with a garage door opener. So it's $180 each to install a 9x7 door. Okay, so now we got our base figures. We're going to go put it on an estimate sheet. Now you can make these estimate sheets up on Word, well, not Word, but Microsoft Works or whatever, a program. We put the lines in. So I'm going to bring that up on the computer. We're going to fill that out, and I'll show you how to do an estimate and finish it. I've made up. I'll find my Mandel Contracting right there. Comes up, and we're going to pick a quote, because we're going to do a quote. We're not going to do a estimate sheet, so I'll bring up our quote. Like I said, I made this on, what did I make it on? Microsoft Word, I do believe. Scale it all out, put it on here. I made it into a PDF file, scanned it, put it into a PDF file, or unless you have a PDF file maker. So you go over to fill and sign, and you get your date. So today's date is February 28th of 2019. No, it's not working. 2019. And we're going to call this new customer. Learn to spell, huh? Oh, look at that. Tells us to do. Okay, so you can get this all lined up nice. I'll put it in the middle. We're going to make it bigger. There. Now, I like to put this in here so we know what it's for. So we're going to click there, and I'm going to go a little smaller. I'm going to do 28 by 28. Space, 8 foot. 8 foot garage. Okay, so now that we got that, now we're going to go back to the paperwork that we just worked on. I'm going to punch in the information we have there. So let's start with that. So what are we going to do? We're going to go amount. Well, start 2 down. You can start wherever you want, but that's how I like to do. So it says we had 112 lineal feet of footings. And rebar. Okay. I'm going to situate that a little better. Okay, we're not going to put the costs in. You can if you want, but I usually don't. So we got 112. So we got 112 times a 5.65. So that comes to 632.80. Well, where's to make it 635? Always round up. Remember, you got to make a living at this. And then we're going to go over here and put in our next, which was, lower this a bit, which was 784 square feet. And that would be all of our building. Oop. See, doing it real time, we're not going to fix our mistakes, edit them out. So we got 784. Count that in the calculator and times that by $4 a square foot. So to frame it up, we're going to need 3,136. That's what this is going to come to. Move that over. Just looks neater if you get things done. Let's bring our thing down now. Let's go next. What was the next? The next was our roof. So building the building would put the building up. Well, what we should put in here too, so they know. Get a little more specific. We should have space for the building and install window. So we want to be fairly precise in what we're doing. So when you get to the job, they say, what about the windows and the doors? Well, we got it there, so everything's explanatory. Now we're going to do the roof. We said we had 1,080 square feet or 1,080 square feet. Make this a little smaller. Alrighty, put that there. Of roof shingle. Because your building includes putting the trusses up, putting the sheeting on the roof and such. So we have 1,000 square feet of roof shingles. So we're going to go over here now. We're going to put in how much we want. So we have 1,080 times by 0.85 or 85 cents a square foot. So to shingle it, we're going to want $918. Move that over. Make it a little bit bigger. Like that. Now we got next, we had, they want Soffit and Facia installed too, because they want siding. You got to do it pretty much at the same time. So we had 123 lineal feet of Soffit and Facia. So we're going to go here and put Soffit and Facia. Oops. So we had 123 linear feet. Times that by $2.75 a linear foot. So it's 338.25. So make it kind of look neat. Okay, soft fascia. Now we can put on our siding. They want siding. So we had 1,026 square feet. Let's make that a little smaller. Square feet. Siding and accessories. So we want to make sure we have that, so not just siding. So that's our J channel and undersill and window flash. So now we got 1,026 times that by $1.25 a square foot comes to $1,282.50. Okay, make that one size bigger. Get over such line, and they wanted two. We're going to put 2 9 by 7 sectional. It's all right, eh? Sectional. Doors. The sectional door is a folding door, main door for your vehicles to drive in. I said we charge $180 a door, so that's pretty simple. $360. Put that over into place. Now, I'm doing this like I would be. Let's go, where do we want to put it? Right here. We're going to put total. Total. Now we're going to add this all up. See what we come up with. So we come up with a total of $6,334.75. Now this is a straightforward garage. If it was, a little fancier roof or being put onto a house, there'd be a little difference in charging, but we're going to go with this. I live in Saskatchewan, so we have to put on provincial sales tax. So we had $634.75. So we got times that by here at 6%. So we have, depending where you live in Canada or in the United States, they have different taxes and hardly charge. Here this is, so there's PST, and in Canada everything has GST. So we're going to do GST, $6,034.75. That's at 5% in Canada. So it's $301.74. Let's get that over in the right spot. Okay. Let's add this all up together now. $6,034.75 plus. Let's get our figures out of here. Let's get down here. It's $362.09. $301.74. That gives us a total of $6,698.58. Now you can, doesn't matter. Materials, it's a good idea if you're doing it with materials and estimate to put on a period of time where this is good for, because material prices change on a monthly to every couple months. Your pricing on your material could rise or fall. So you want to put on, if you're doing a material job also, that this estimate is only good for 30 days. Because if you go any further than that and the prices change and go up, well then you're out the money. Because it is, once you sign it and they sign it, it's a contract between you and them. So be wise. So now we got it all done. We can go back up We got it all finished. Make sure we got everything done right. Do your figures over again. Make sure they're added up properly. And that's how you'd fill it out. Then you go over and hit your print button. Computer's slow today. Brings it up, and you just put, I would do fit the screen because sometimes my printer screws up. Hit print. I don't have my printer on, so there you have it. That's how you would do an estimate. And you're free to use this as a template. Just change the information up here to your information. And the only difference between my quotes and estimates, I put estimate here. And then when I do it, I say this is an estimate only. A quote needs to be done to finalize the job. So that's doing the quotation. So that's doing a quotation for a job. I hope you found this very informative and helpful. Some of the things we have to remember when we're doing a quote is we need the size of the building, whether the size square foot, how high the walls are, is the place ready to go? If it is, do they want us to do the footings? Do they have somebody else? Do they want siding, soffit, shingles? So we need to get all that information. Do they want us to put in the sectional doors in the garage for this quotation? We get as much information as we can for the building we're doing, whether it's a garage, a house, deck, fence, whatever. Get all the information you need so you have all you need to know. It's very important. So hopefully watching us go through this and figuring out how we figured it out would be great. If you could leave a comment down below if there's anything you didn't understand or something confused you, or maybe you caught something I did wrong. But it'd be great to leave a comment. Hit that little notification bell so you can catch all the videos we're putting out. Again, like I said, leave a comment. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and share the dickens out of my videos. I'm doing these to help people so they have a better understanding of the construction trade. So like I said, please subscribe, comment, and share. Be appreciated. Hope you guys have a great day. I know I am. And hope to see you soon. Bye for now.